Hello students, welcome back to the online teaching classes Divine Public School, Monapur, Gorakhpur. Today we are going to study class 10th subject English poetry of First Flight chapter 10. The name of the poem is The Tale of Custard the Dragon. The Tale of Custard the Dragon, written by Frederick Ogden Nash, was a reputed American poet. He is remembered as one of the best poet of light of humorous poetry, known for his skillful use of rhyme. Now, before coming to the text, or before you read the text, let's know something about this beautiful poem. This poem is written in the style of a ballad, means a song or poem that tells a story. You must be familiar with ballads that narrate tales of courage or heroism. This poem is a humorous ballad close to a parody. Now, my dear students, let's begin the text. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a Trulio little pet dragon. My dear students, let's try to know the meaning of some difficult word. Wagon means a cart. Relio means really. Trulio means truly. Dragon, a large aggressive animal with wings and long tail. Here, in the beginning stanza of the poem, the characters of the poem are introduced. They are Belinda, who lived in a little white house with her pets and a wagon. Her pets include a black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, and a little dragon. Now, the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Now, let's try to understand the meaning of some words. Coward means timid, sharp, very active. Here, in the second stanza, Belinda called her little black kitten as Ink, and her little grey mouse was called Blink. The color of the dog was as sharp as yellow as mustard. Her dragon was called Custard. He was not brave like other pets but a coward. That means timid. Now come to the next stanza. Custard, the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and Relio Trulio daggers on his toes. Here, in the third stanza, the poet described the dragon. Custard's physical appearance, he carried all the features of a dragon that could make him powerful, scary, and brave. It had big sharp teeth and spikes on its back that could easily scare anyone away. Custard also had the ability to spit fire, which makes his mouth like a fireplace, and thus his nose became a chimney. His toes were so pointed and sharp that could cut anything like a dagger. So let's try to understand the poetic device used in this stanza. Mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose. Mouth like a fireplace, that is simile. Chimney for nose. If you talk about chimney for nose, that is metaphor. But if we link the whole line, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, that is simile. Now come to the next stanza. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe place. Here, in the first line of second stanza, Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers. That is simile. In third line of this stanza, the poetic device simile is used. Mustard was compared with tiger in race. That means with an angry tiger. Let's try to understand. This stanza describes all the members of the house. Belinda, as brave as many bears combined together into one. Ink and Blink had the power to chase away someone as strong as a lion. Belinda's dog's bravery is compared to that of a tiger, but Custer was just opposite to his physical appearance. He was not at all brave, but he always looked for a nice safe cage. Belinda tickled. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him. Unmerciful. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the Relio Trulio cowardly dragon. Here in this stanza, Belinda tickled the dragon quite cruelly to make it laugh. The dragon was named Percival by Ink, Blink, and Mustard. Seeing the dragon react to the tickling made all of them laugh, and they laughed, sitting in the wagon at the cowardly dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Weak, which is giggling for a mouse." Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Here in this stanza, Belinda laughed a lot at the dragon. She laughed so loudly that it appeared that the house was shaking due to her laughter. Blink the mouse said, "Weak," which is the giggling sound of the mouse. Ink and Mustard asked the dragon is to make fun of him as he always behaved like a kid. But Custard, the dragon, only wanted a nice safe case for himself. Now come to the next stanza. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Mute, cried Ink, and oh, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Window means window. Window means window. And here, growled means grumbled. Nasty means bad, unpleasant. Mute means cried like a cat. Pirate means sea robber. Here, in this stanza, the poet Ogden Nos described when all the members were busy making fun of Custard, suddenly there came an unpleasant sound from the house. Mustard the dog growled and looked around it for the sound. Ink cried, Mute, and Belinda cried, Oh, when they all saw a pirate climbing the window of the house to rob it. Pistol. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Belinda paled and she cried, Help, help! But Mustard fled with terrified help. Ink trickled down the ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little mouse blinked strategically mousehold. Now, let us try to understand this stanza. The pirate looked very dangerous as he was carrying many weapons with him. He had pistol in both his hands. He also held a sharp blade between his teeth. Between his teeth, he had black beard and a wooden leg. His looks and gesture made it quite clear that he meant to harm the house and the people living in it. It means the intention of the pirate was not good at all. Belinda paled and she cried, Help, help! But Mustard fled with terrified help. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little mouse blinked strategically mousehold. Here, pale means complexion, faded, that means faded complexion. Fled means ran away. Terrified means in terror. Help means cry. Trickle means reached. Strategically means with strategy. Mousehold, enter the hole. Here in this stanza, when Belinda looked at the pirate, she turned pale. That means the color of her face was faded. With fear, the color of her face was faded with fear and cried loudly for help. Help. All her brave pets fled from the place. Mustard cried and ran away. Ink silently went to the bottom of the house, and Blink very smartly disappeared in a mouse hole, leaving Belinda all alone. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. Here in this stanza, poet has used many figure of speech. In each and every line, you will get figure of speech. Here, the snorting means huffing or making sound of snorting is compared like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. Clashed means strike his tail like an iron in a dungeon in a prison. He struck with his tail like a iron's bar in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm. Here, clatter and a clank means making rattling sound. Jangling means harsh metallic sound. Squirm means, you know what is the meaning of squirm? Wriggle, WRIGGLE, wriggle. Etna. He went at the pirate like a robin. Robin means a small bird like sparrow. At a worm means insect. Here, in this stanza, when all the pets hid themselves, it was the coward custard, who came to their rescue. He jumped in front of the pirate and made huge sound like an engine in anger. He moved his tail and made clattering sound like an iron rod striking the walls of a prison in a dungeon. Making all these dangerous sounds, he followed the pirate like a robin who follows a worm to eat it. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired two bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Here, gaped means watched intently. Gulped means drank down. Grog means wine. Flagon means a narrow container. That means in Hindi called surahi. Gobbled means swallowed. Every bit means completely. Here, In this stanza, the poet describes that the pirate was shocked to see Belinda's dragon. He gaped at him and drank some wine from a bottle that he carried in his pocket. The pirate then took out his pistol and fired two bullets, but he failed to hit him, and Custard was unharmed. Then Custard swallowed the whole of the pirate without leaving any trace of him. Belinda embraced. Belinda embraced him. Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did guided around the dragon that ate the pirate. Here, in this stanza, embraced means held tightly in arms. Licked means touched with tongue. Mourned means expressed grief. Pirate means robber. Victim means prey. Glee means happiness. Guided means danced around. In this stanza, everyone was surprised to see Custard eating the pirate. There was joy all over the house. Belinda embraced, held tightly in his arms to express her gratitude for saving everyone. Mustard licked the dragon to show his love. Everyone celebrated the death of the pirate. They were all happy. Ink and Blink started dancing around the dragon out of happiness. But presently up spoke Little Dog Mustard. I would have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We would have been thrice time as brave as we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. Now, presently means at present. Spoke means said. Flustered means became nervous. Quiet means completely. Now, let us try to understand the contextual meaning of this stanza. After the pirate incident, it was quite clear who was brave and who was coward. But Mustard, that means Mustard, gave an excuse for his cowardice and said that he would have been twice as brave as Custard if he had not got nervous when the pirate came. Ink and Blink said that they would have been thrice as brave as the dragon. They started giving excuses for their running away. The humble dragon accepted that he was the most coward and everyone was braver than him. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her Relio Trulio little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. Here, in 14th and 15th stanza, these two stanzas are similar to, that means stanza 14 stanza 14 is similar to stanza 1. Stanza 15 is similar to stanza 4. Means stanza 14 is the same as stanza first, and stanza 15 is also same as stanza 4th. So let's try to understand 14th and 15th. Belinda called her little black kitten as Ink, and her little grey mouse was called Blink. The color of the dog was as sharp yellow and mustard. Yellow and mustard. Her pets include a black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, and a little dragon. Now, stanza number 15 is same as stanza 4th. So let's try to understand once again. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lion down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. This stanza describes all the members of the house. Belinda as brave as many bears combined together into one. Ink and Blink had the power to chase away someone as strong as a lion. Belinda's dog's bravery is compared to that of a tiger, but Custer was just opposite to his physical appearance. He was not at all brave, but he always looked for a nice safe case. Now, my dear students, it was all about this beautiful poem, The Tale of Custard, the Dragon. I hope that you will go through the poem and infer the contextual meaning of the text. And at last, thank you so much to watch this video. Once again, thank you for watching this video.